All right, hold on a second, guys, if you're here. Sorry if I make you seasick. Ow. I'm just trying to get you into the... Let's see here. I need home, my channel. Hey, whoever's here, hi. Say hi. Again, just another impromptu going live. I'm currently coloring in Creative Haven's Endless Summer, Color by Number by George Tufexis. This is kind of considered an intermediate color by number. So I'm just going to continue looking for my colors until more people come. Let's see, 3 is, I forgot what color, light orange. I know my hand is going to be kind of in the way. Sorry for that. Hey, hey. Well, I wasn't doing anything but coloring in this book, which is Creative Haven, Endless Summer, Color by Number by George Tufexis. And I said before, this is kind of considered an intermediate color by number. Hey, Kawaii Dreamer. Hey, Sweet Bee. Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry if my hand's in my way. In your way. My way. I'll try and keep the left hand out of the way. But I've just been working on this one kind of beach scene. I sound like Yana. Yeah, I can't even say it. Yannicka. I don't know if I've ever heard her voice to know if I sound like her. I am an ex-New Yorker. Well, I'll always be a New Yorker. But I'm a transplant Floridian. So that could be. Hey, Renee. So one of my hobbies, among a lot of things, is coloring. It's very calming, stress relieving. And when I showed that picture of my coloring book collection, those are adult coloring books. Yes, I have a few kids in there, but they're adult coloring books. Okay. Yeah, I could tell a lot of stories too, but I really can't. It's about people I've talked to. So I can't do that. The government would frown upon that. But I have stories. I can actually tell one because this was, and I hope I don't offend anybody. So I'll start with asking this question. Is anybody here an exotic dancer? Where would I lost it now? Shoot. These numbers are so freaking tiny. 6, okay. Which is the pink, right? Yeah, okay. So no exotic dancers here? Okay, so I used to work for 35 years. I'm retired now. Well, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Go for it. I just don't want to insult anybody by this story. And it's not anything against exotic dancers, but they may take this wrong. So, for 35 years, I worked for the federal government. And I worked for Social Security. And for 3/4 of that time, I was what we call a claim specialist representative. So basically, I took and processed, so in other words, I approved or denied people's claims for retirement, survivors, and disability benefits. If you're on any of them and you got denied, don't throw the eggs at me, okay? So I had this one lady who wanted to file for disability benefits. And let me preempt this with, in order to get Social Security disability, you have to have a condition that's so severe, and I've said this for 35 years, so this is the exact law. You have to have a condition that's so severe that it's expected to keep you from doing any type of work for a year or more, or expected to end in death. Bottom line. It's a long-term disability program, not a short-term. So, with that in mind, I had a lady who wanted to file for disability benefits, and she was an exotic dancer. Can anybody guess why she wanted to file for disability benefits? No guesses? Yeah, nope, she didn't fall off the pole. Well, she might have, but something happened when she fell off that pole. Depends on what type of pole you're talking about. She might have fell onto a pole. Sorry, had to take a drink. Well, she was pregnant. And that's why she wanted to file for disability, because her employer said because she was pregnant, She couldn't work. She couldn't dance. And she was mad when I denied her because her condition was not going to last a year or longer. Pregnancy is 9 months. So I got an earful. Did she curse me out on the phone? Because I denied her disability benefits and she was disabled. But being pregnant is not a disability. So, somebody made a comment and now it's being hidden. I'm going to show it. Oh, why were they hiding that? So, yeah. I'm pregnant, therefore I should get disability benefits. And when I asked her, is your condition expected to keep you from working a year or more? No. Is there any other type of work you could do? Well, yeah. Well, you're not disabled. I mean, go get a desk job. Well, go be a cashier. You can be pregnant and do those jobs. So, anyway. Lots of strange stories. Lots of strange people. But, yeah, not much I can get into details about. No, you can't add people in the chat in YouTube. They have to come on their own free will. I'm just kind of reading along what you guys are talking about. Oh, no, you can't add people as a friend. No. Yeah, Facebook, or should I say Meta, has not managed to buy out YouTube. So you don't get those features. Hi, JJ Lou. Do they keep phone recordings? I don't know. It's possible they do if it's something that's going to be used, if they need to use in litigation. So yes, in that instance, will they listen in on phone calls? Yes. And we never know when that's going to happen. We get a heads up saying, oh, this week our area is up for review. So, somebody may be listening in on your calls. So we never know when. We never knew when exactly, if they were listening in on our phone, our conversation. But they were more like quality checks than anything else. But if it was somebody they were looking to prosecute or going after, then yeah, they could save recordings. Hi, Kelsey. Welcome, everybody. Oh, I got these stupid coupons sitting out under here. Let me get them out. Okay. And I moved the camera a little. Sorry. Oh, wait, is that number 3 too? Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah, I've had this one. I recovered my table in a different contact paper, and it's not that good of a one, and I already ripped it. So I said, oh, let me bring out one of my mats and just put it down. So I've got just the kooky pineapples now out here now. Well, Quiet Dreamer, this is what I'm going to tell you about that. Anytime you make a change, especially with SSI, the benefits are going to change. And anytime we make a change to somebody's record, you will get a letter stating this change has been made. So if you have heard nothing within 2 to 3 weeks after you've made a change, you have to call back. You have to make sure they make that change. And they will tell you that that's your responsibility, and you're got to make sure the change goes through. Just because you reported it once, you would think it would help, but unfortunately, especially since the pandemic, a lot of people were lost in workers. And it took them a while to figure out how to make the workload mobile. So just know, anytime you report a change, if that change has successfully been made, you will get a letter stating that change has been made. Yeah, they will. They will. They will make you pay it back. But you can ask for a lesser amount. If they're taking the full, with SSI, I think it's 10% of whatever the benefit amount is. You can ask for a lesser amount to be withheld. Hi, life is better with colors and sparkles. How are you? I agree. No colors, no sparkles, no life. You can still make a change to the amount. If the amount is still too high for you to, if you still need more funds, you can always request a lesser amount be taken out. Doesn't matter when the overpayment occurred. So if you're paying, well, what was it it was 7 something was the federal benefit rate. So if you're paying 70 and you can only afford 50, you can always ask them to reduce it to $50 a month instead of 70. Well, I'll tell you, the good thing about that, and even the amount, is that that's the one thing Social Security does not do, is charge interest. So it's not growing. And they really don't care how long it takes you back. I mean, technically, within 3 years, an overpayment's supposed to be paid back. Yeah, I think it's $750 is the federal benefit rate now. So that sounds about right. But if that's too hard of a, if that's too much, you can ask them, like, if I can only do $40 a month, they can reduce the amount that you're paying back. It doesn't matter how much it is at that point, as long as they're getting something. Hi, Michaela, Crawlers and Greats. How are ya? Haven't seen you around a while. That's because I'm not in Danielle's Patreon anymore. Trying to see if I missed anything. Sorry, guys. Just tell them you can't afford the 70 right now. I mean, things are skyrocketing, gas and everything else, and that I can only do 40 a month. That's what I can do. Put it in writing, though, and then keep a copy to yourself for yourself. Because I'm not saying we're a bad agency. We are not a small agency. And when you think about, we service every person in the United States. So whatever the population is, that's how many people we deal with. Because everybody has at some point, needs service from Social Security. Earnings aren't correct. I need a new card, or somebody at every walk of life has business with us. So you can imagine the amount of mail that comes in. So do things get lost? Yep. Bye, Easy Fun. Go play Pokemon. Have fun. Catch them all. So just based on the sheer amount of mail and everything we get, you always want to keep a copy of whatever you send us. Keep a copy for yourself. And any change, I'm telling you, you correct your zip code, you correct, we got your address right and everything, and you call and say my apartment number's wrong. We correct the apartment number, you're getting another letter saying we made this change to your record. Every little change we make sends a letter. So if you report something and you don't get a letter within, 3 to 4 weeks, call them back. You're moving to a better place, I hope. Are you going to have your own craft room, Michaela? I'm looking to buy a place and get out of this apartment. They have, I don't know, maybe I'm here 6 years, I think. And I have a 2-bed, 1-bath. And mind you, it is prime location. I can walk. The beach is a quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile at the most from my house. So the golf beach. So I could walk there. But now ask me if I do. No. But I can't have pets. I want a dog again. I can't have pets here. The building is so old. There's no washer dryers in the units, no dishwashers. It's an older building. So I want my own place, and I've been looking for my own place. And then last summer I put bids in on a couple of places, got outbid by freaking investors. So in case you didn't know, I live in the Clearwater Largo area, which is a big tourist area. So you get people from all over the world buying up property here as investment properties. And they don't care what they pay. So they jack up the prices, you get outbid. So that's what I've been running into a lot of. So I kind of took a break. for looking, and it seems like the prices on the housing are starting to level a little bit. So I'm hoping that soon I can finally get something and get out of here and have my own place. And I am looking for a 3-bedroom now so that I can have a designated craft and hobby room. So we shall see. My chat is kind of froze. My Good, Michaela. Then you're gonna, once you get the craft room, you'll have to do a video craft room tour. And yes, Sarah, it will be covered. It's gonna have to be like, except for one section will be my desk and work area. The rest is just going to be covered in shelves. So I have some place for all my coloring books and all my plushes and all my supplies. Because I want to say I'm not as big of a pencil collector, but I do probably have 10 different sets of pencils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 10 different sets of markers. So yeah, I need a place to have all this stuff where I can get at it easily. And then all of my stationery. Of markers. That's just markers. Like I have 3 different sets of alcohol markers, 3 different sets of water-based markers, acrylic paint markers. So permanent markers. So maybe it's more than 10. I don't know. I try not to count. All right. So 3 is, let me go back to my orange here. I am coloring from a distance. I'm usually right on top of this because these books are tiny. I don't know if you can tell, but like George Tefexis books are, let me see if I can bring you up to see just the water alone. I mean, these are all little individual spots. They're going to be all different colors. So it gets a little tricky. And you got to search for the numbers. They're not always that clear. It's almost like a paint by number. And you could actually paint this too, but and I do have, in case you're wondering, I do have a cruddy piece of paper under here. Out markers, permanent markers, they all bleed through paper, as you can see. And so you don't want it to go through to your next page. So you always, this is a piece of white cardstock that I just use over and over. Oh, I'm so sorry. Life with Color and Sparkle. I'm sorry that happened. I'm glad she's letting you stay there. I don't paint a lot. I do use the acrylic paint markers in my books. And I do, so in the coloring world, we call ourselves colorists. And I consider myself to be a mixed media colorist. So basically that means on my pages that I color, I'll use all different types of media, not just marker. I'll use marker, I'll use pencil, I'll use, if anybody's ever heard of stickles, which is a glitter glue. But much better than what you get in Dollar Tree and Elmer's. Nothing like that. It's a much better. So I'll use that. I do use watercolors. I guess if I paint more in my books with watercolors than acrylics. All right, 3 is this. If you look at my Instagram page, I do try to post at least once a week different pictures that I've done. I'm not big with colored pencils, but I do have quite a few sets. What I like the most is watercolor colored pencils. They're fun because you can color your picture and then activate it with water. Well, we all start somewhere, and yep, that's where I started. I used my marker and then just watching other YouTubers, you know, because sometimes backgrounds can suck your markers dry because the backgrounds can be so huge. So you do look for alternative things to use differently. I'll tell you something that's really cheap and effective if you have it in your house. And I still, to this day, use eyeshadow. I had eyeshadow palettes that were over a year old, and you're technically not supposed to use them on your skin anymore, so I use them in coloring. Like, just like as a soft pastel. I'll get the, brush out, and I will do my backgrounds with eyeshadows. And that's something most of us have hanging around, or you can get them really cheap at Dollar Tree. Instead of using, like if you want something shiny, they do have glossy accents you can use, but if you can't afford that, get some clear nail polish. I've also used clear nail polish. And I did a donut once, and for the sprinkles and to make the frosting, Dollar Tree has a clear nail polish that has red and pink and blue and green sprinkles in it, or whatever, glitter in it. I use that on the donut. You don't have to, just know that some of it is going to transfer to the back of the other page. So if it's a double-sided page, you may want to put some paper in between, like a piece of tracing paper. But if you're rubbing it into the paper, it stays pretty well. I was in a book recently that I did a while ago. That was eyeshadow. And it's still there. Oh, Michaela, congratulations. That's right. I remember you were going to be a grandma. So let's see, we're back to number 3 here. And number 1. There's a number 3. Let's see, what else? Where else? Oh, I see a big old 1 right there. They don't have to match up. Colors and sparkles, you don't have to match them exactly. That's what makes it your own. I don't, matter of fact, right now the colors I'm using here do not exactly match the color palette here. It just said light blue, and I happen to be using, what I like to use in these books are the Bic and Bic Intensity and Sharpie Ultra Fine. Well, they don't all have colors that match that. This is the light blue that comes from one of those sets. So this is the light blue I'm using. You do not have to match color by number exactly. Do your thing. I think the light orange, this is supposed to be light orange, but this is the lightest orange I have. It's supposed to be even lighter than this. It's still going to come out. It'll still come out nice. It'll just come out your way. Matter of fact, I think this light blue is even darker than the one they, have in that palette. Three grandsons. No granddaughters yet? So Michaela, you're like me. I'm in limbo. I'm looking for a place too. So I have, over the last 6 months, been packing anything that's non-essential. I pack. It's in a box. Just so that when I do find that place, I'm like, boom, ready. Something tells me that that should be 1, 2, but I'm not finding a number anywhere in here. Let's go to the picture. Yeah, that whole thing is supposed to be blue. It says what I thought. What I do for detailed pages is I focus in on one area, and that's it. I don't look at the rest of the picture. So as I've been coloring this, right now I'm just focusing on pieces of the sky. When I did here, I just focused in on the palm tree. So just focus in on a portion of it. Don't look at the whole thing. Just look at a piece of it and go from there. And I have a little basket. These are all colors that I've been using in this picture. I just keep them in there. And as I need them, you know, I don't put them away until I'm done with the picture. So it's not like I'm going to pick up a different color blue. So I would just pick a piece at a time or section at a time. You know, I'm going to come in, I'm going to just work on these glasses. That's it. And that's where I'm going to work. And then, okay, I'm going to work on this table. So just a little at a time that way. And there's no rule on how you have to start a page. You know, you don't have to start at the top and work your way down. You don't have to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's wherever you want to start. You know, and if you just do, like I actually started this, I actually did this. I did the trunk first. Then I went to the palm leaves. Ugh, I hate when that happens. And the market is so ridiculous now for finding places. You can cover up a portion of it, cover up half of it. You know, take something and if your eyes wander, just, take something and cover it up and just work on that area. And then it just starts to come together as you start to see, oh, that piece is done. Oh, I'm going to work on these rocks next. And take frequent breaks too. You know, if you start feeling yourself getting frustrated, there's nothing wrong with having a whip. Just always, you know, keep in mind what markers or whatever you were using with that page. A lot of these markers don't have numbers, so you can't write down the number. So, like, if you want to put them away, you're done with that page for right now. It's too frustrating. Take a picture of the markers you used. Keep it in your phone. But yeah, definitely get up and walk away. Don't try and finish it in a sitting. And then when you get a few under your belt, it won't even bother you. I'm trying to see. I don't think I have anything. Do I have anything? Something else that's easy to color too. Do you do mandalas? Like I do mandalas. And they're easy to do. And I'm going to tell you how I do these. I pick a palette. And it's either I blindly put my hand in the bag and pull out 3 to 5 colors. That's it. They're going together. And I'll just work from the inside out and just take turns with the colors. Oh, so I got dark purple, light purple, yellow. So this was just this one was a 5-color palette. And I just took turns with the colors and just until I worked my way out. Sometimes you'll change them up a bit. Like here I used half markers and half glitter gel pens. And there's also apps that you can find, color palette apps. And this one was just like a Halloween palette. And again, just worked from this inside out. So they don't have to be simple ones. They can be, you know, harder ones. Just working from inside out. Pick a palette and go for it. And there's apps that can help you do that. Or you can just blindly put your hand in your bag and pick out 5. 3 to 5 is what I usually do in a mandala. That's it. Another thing is ads. You have a favorite ad that just kind of the colors strike you. Pick the colors from your ad, like right here. Somebody who is a graphic designer made this. So they know their colors. So I got this dark purple, this teal, a lighter purple, and a red. There's a good palette right there. So you can use just your everyday life things. And on a budget for glitter pens, I don't know if you have any or if you've used any. Dollar Tree, their glitter gel pens and their metallic gel pens are awesome, but they're seasonal. So around school time, they're out. They'll come back out around Christmas time. And well, now $1.25. They're awesome. Yeah, they do. Where's my... That's not them. That's not them. Where are they? Here. These are Dollar Tree gel pens. And there's 8 of them, I think. Yeah. That's what you get in your package for $1.25. Yes, as a set, Sarah. That's the that's the glitter gel pen set from Dollar Tree. And then there, where are you? I don't know if I have them all here. Let's see. Been a bad girl. Haven't been putting my caps back on. There's that one and that one. 6, 2 more. There's the green. And then this one. So that's the metallic pen set. And they color nice. Now, are the barrels, like this is pretty new, are the barrels as full as a gel pen you're going to get from, let's say, here's a Jelly Roll. Well, this is their glaze, but it's the same thing. So Dollar Tree is kind of stopping here. Jelly Roll goes all the way down to here. That's where your big difference is. All right, 6 is here. And don't worry about going over the lines. Like, I'm completely over the lines. Like, my blue went into here. I don't care. I'm going to just take my pink, go over, and it blends. Makes it look more natural. All right, let's see. What else have I missed? 6. What is number 6? Okay. Why did I think that was... Okay, that was supposed to be purple. Oh, well. So I've got more pink than purple. Oops. All right, where's my purple? Come out, wherever you are. Where'd you go hiding? There you are. Huh, really? Huh. Gotta love them. Oh no, wait, yeah, 3. They missed a lot of numbers in here, or they're so, I've already colored over them and I can't see. So what I'm doing when I do that, at least in these books, in the George Tepexis books, they give you a very tiny picture of every picture that's in the book. So I've just been referencing back to here because I'm over here and I'm like, is that all supposed to be white? And I'm seeing light orange, but yet there's no number in that field at all. So there. I think we've got everything. Oh, those birds bother me though. Yeah, that's supposed to be purple. Thought so. Thought so. Like this had no number. And it just doesn't look right having all that white. I mean, there is some white left in it, but sorry if I kind of get a little quiet. I apologize. I usually do these books when I'm usually concentrating very much. Michaela, I believe it is. The summer, the endless summer. There's another one coming out. I can't look right now. Next month or two, he has another one coming out. Now, I can't remember exactly what the topics was. I know I've already pre-ordered it. Well, Sarah, we lost all the anime people. The anime and kawaii people. It was nice of them to stop in for a while. There's plenty of videos for them to watch. I have plenty of my unboxings of so kawaii and the Japanese stationery subscription boxes. I think I have one from an earlier bay. I have all my Fukubukuro that I got back in January. I have all those videos up. Those I did videos on. Good luck. I remember those days. Hi, Sleepy. Thanks for staying and hanging. I still have to finish editing my most recent box from Bay. It's just so daunting because I think I have 14 parts. And I did put it all together and it made it a 2-hour and 14-minute video. But YouTube was having such a problem with uploading it. It was taking forever for it to upload. So I would stop. I have to unpack everything, video it, take it all away, take some more out of the box, video it. So between doing all that and I did take breaks, it was a full day. It was a full day of just taping the unopened of that box. And don't forget, I had an 8.5 DHL box. Michaela, what we're talking, what some other folks are here is part of another community for us, those of us who buy from Japan. And so we buy all that goodie stuff that you can't get here in the United States. Japan has awesome stationery. They have the Pokemon Center. They have the Nintendo Center. They have, oh my God, you name it. They have characters, stuff everywhere that you just can't get here. So there's a group of folks in here that we've met through Instagram. And I know I've put videos and I've done posts. It's called Ball Pens and Etc. They are personal shoppers for you in Japan. Oh, Forever K. Okay. So yeah, that's another bad hobby I'm into. Is collecting all that kinds of that stuff. And I got a size box, which that we call well, it's the largest box DHL does. It's a size 8. And my last box had to go beyond a size 8, so we called it an 8. We call it an 8.5 or an oversized size 8. And it was just jam-packed full of stuff. I think I have it all. I think I put most of it away. So yeah, so I don't know if you've ever watched any of those, Michaela. If you watched any of mine back earlier this year where I had the Fukubukuro bags. Oh, I don't know. What do I feel like working on now? Maybe I'll do those. 9. Okay, 9 was light green. I already have these colors out, so. So I've turned my channel into a little bit of everything. Which is fine with me. I know YouTube doesn't like it because it's not specific enough and it doesn't know how to push my videos, whether to push them for coloring or for kawaii and journaling and stationery. But I don't care. Oh, there's another 9. Okay, come back to here. Hi, Miss L. How are you? I'm just one of those folks who don't sleep at night. So chances are you'll catch me more this time. Miscellaneous is not an option. They want you to pick, they really want you to pick like hard and fast. What is your, if you're coloring, you're coloring. If you're crafting, you're crafting. If you're, an artist, you're an artist. If you do journaling, then you're a journaling channel. And when you start mixing it up and mixing all different things together, it can't handle it and it doesn't know where to place your videos. I'm sorry, Michaela. I seem to be doing that a lot to people. Good. I'm glad you understand, Miss L. Aw, thank you. Forever K, thank you for being supportive. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be up all night and then I sleep all damn day. But I have this guilt in me. And I guess it's, you were, oh my God, you were lazy if you slept all day, Oh, get out of bed. I can remember I was never allowed to sleep past 9 o'clock. You have to be up. Let's go. Get up, get up, get up. So I was never allowed to sleep past 9 o'clock, even on weekends. You were lazy if you did. So I still have that guilt in the back of my head that even though I'm retired now, I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have to be anywhere. And if I do, if I have a doctor's appointment or I have some adulting things to do, I get them done. But there's that guilt in back of me that says, you can't be in bed all day. You can't be up all night and sleep all day. That's not right. And I am so trying to kick that out of my head. It's not funny. Oh, good. I'm glad you got a new screen protector. Thank you, Sarah, for saying my videos are great. So if somebody's searching for my videos, I do try to put, if you look in my description box under every video, I do try to put as many hashtags in that relate to whatever that topic is on that video so that it will help in the search features. But it really helps more from the outside features. Like I have more people who find me from Google than from YouTube. Okay, so you're on the East Coast. Yeah, that's where I am too. Sparkles. I'm just going to call you Sparkles. There's no other Sparkles in here, so. Well, Michaela, I can understand. I mean, you're kind of in it's a hard place to be, and that's, something I'm going to come to that too when I finally find a place and move. There's going to be no recording. I'll be lucky if I'll have time to color. Never mind record videos when it comes time to actually move. So, I mean, you're in what is that? I can't think of the word. See, there goes my brain. A chaotic period right now. Yeah, thank you, Miss L. I'm trying. But, I'm not afraid to say my age. At 56, for however many years that was ingrained in me, and I've only um, retired. It's only just been 1 year retired. Um, it's a tough one, It's a tough one to get out of because when I was working, you had to be up. I was to work by 8 o'clock and didn't get home till 6 at night, and that was just what I was used to. So it's really hard to get out of that, let me tell you. And then not feel guilty. But oh, let's see. What is the trunks are 17 and 16. I think I have them. Yeah, light brown and brown. Okay. I use that one. And where's the other one? Was that it? No. Ah, there we go. Those are the two I used. Okay. You just, oh my God, really? Oh. I never drank coffee or espresso. I didn't like it. Well, first of all, I was never allowed to drink anything with caffeine. I was not allowed soda. I was not allowed coffee. I was not allowed tea. My choices were water, milk, or juice growing up. That was what I was allowed to drink. So then when it came time, of course I want to try coffee now. I'm 18. You can't tell me. I didn't like it. I love the smell of coffee, though, brewing. Love that smell. But I didn't like it, so I became a tea person. Now, 16 was light brown. Just strict. That's it. State of flux. It is. It's very upsetting. So I wouldn't worry about videos. You've got, how do they say? You've got bigger fish to fry. So that's all I would worry about right now. You'll get back to it. Your channel's not going anywhere. Your friends aren't going anywhere. We'll all be there waiting when you come back. What's 15? Oh, brick red. Okay, I know this set doesn't have anything close to that. So bear with me. I got to put my back to you guys for a minute. And brick red. I got to grab a Copic for this. Because, oh, which one? Oh, we'll go with this one. All right. What's my favorite? Oh. I don't know. I mean, I love my glitter gel pens. I love markers. In the marker category, I'd have to say my Copics are my favorite. Um, they are, their colors are amazing, and they're true to color. You know, they're true to what they say, and they do have amazing colors. Um, I mean, as far as like if I go down from the Copics, my Ohuhus are my next best in alcohol-based markers. And then there's also the Tau Trees. The Tau Tree alcohol markers are nice slim ones, and they're nice if you're going to use them in smaller places because they have the bullet point tip. Where Copics, well, the Copics I use have the nib and the brush tip. For little things like this, as far as ultra fine markers, like they have all types of sets of fine markers. I have one. I can't stand it. So I actually just stick with my ultra fine Sharpies and my ultra fine Bic Intensity. Ohuhu is the name of the brand. Yes. It's an off brand. It's a what they consider a budget brand, but a higher budget brand. There's brands that are even cheaper than that. But cheaper brands tend to yellow your pages. So in other words, the color back here will bleed and turn and yellow the page under it. Ohuhus don't do that. Copics don't do that. I haven't seen an issue yet with the Sharpies or Bic Intensities. I mean, as far as pencils, I'm in love with my Prismacolors. So, yeah. Oh, Michaela, don't worry about them. You've got, you know, come on. There's more to life. Don't worry about it. You know, you'll get back to it. And when you get back to it, you get back to it. And do you have the community board open up yet? If you have the community board, if you're that worried about it, just put up a little post with a picture for attention saying, you know, gee, folks, I'm really sorry I haven't posted anything. You know, I've just got a lot of different issues going on in personal life right now. And we'll come back as soon as I'm able. I mean, I've done that. I mean, not too long ago, I just put a community post saying, hey, I'm not feeling great. You know, things just aren't great for me right now. I'm probably going to be MIA for a week or two, and I'll see you as soon as I'm back. I mean, this is not, it's a hobby, hun. So just think of it that way. You know, this is a hobby. You're not, what are some of the big YouTubers? All I can think of is the makeup ones, like Jeffree Star and all them, where they're making money off of this. So this is a job to them. And they have millions of followers. We don't make nothing. Excuse me. This is a pure hobby. So people have to understand, and that's how you have to treat it. You know, don't feel bad if you don't get something, you know, if you're not getting something put up. I mean, that's what this is to me, a hobby. I mean, I'm going to be straightforward and honest. Now that I've reached 1,000, I think I have to stay at 1,000. I think for 30 to 60 days, I have to stay there. Hi, Vanessa. And then I can apply to be monetized. And monetized means get paid. Right now, when you're watching, oh, hi, Asa. I was thinking about you. I took new pictures of my collection, my stationery, that I just have to fix up a little bit, and I'm going to post them. You don't have it open yet. So then just, if you can, do a short little video saying, hi, guys, it's me, Michaela. I'm doing all right. I just want you to know I will be back. I'm just having some life circumstances. Quick 5-minute video, boom, done. And then it just tells people, oh, I'm not gone forever. I just have some extenuating circumstances outside of YouTube that I need to attend to. I thought it opened when you have 50 now. I could be very, very wrong with that. But anyway, once I maintain the 1,000, I am going to apply to be monetized. The commercials that you currently watch now, the people, whatever commercial it is you're watching, whether it be Lowe's that pops up or whoever, pay YouTube for their commercials to play in the middle of our videos. I don't put them there. I had nothing to do with wherever those commercials come up in my videos. Right now, YouTube gets all the revenue. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers and maintain it, and like I said, I think it's 60 days, you can apply and you get a percentage. It's a small percentage. I'll be lucky if I get maybe 20 to 30 bucks a month. But 20 to 30 bucks a month is 3 coloring books. Or it's a set of budget markers. So it's still something I can put back into the channel that I'm going to use with the channel. And then the more people who watch, because you have to watch the commercial for you to get anything. So you have to watch the commercial through to be, it's really, YouTube is making money hand over fist, I'm sure. But a lot of people think, oh, if you monetize, you're just commercial. I am. I don't care. I want that 20 to 30 bucks a month. Sorry if that's something somebody doesn't like, but anything. It's just recently I've gotten 2 sponsors. Well, they're not sponsors. They don't pay for my videos. They're supplying coloring books to me. I have Coco Wyo and Color Questopia are now working with me. So they will give me, like I did today, I got in the mail, which I have to do a page and then do a flip. I got this book in the mail from Coco Wyo today. Color Questopia gives me a gift card, and when a new card book comes out, I have to go and order it off of the money they gave me on the gift card. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. So other than that, I don't get anything I use here, any books I have, any of the giveaways like I do. I'm going to have to get together. Well, I have it mostly together, but I got to put it together, the giveaway for 1K. Anything that's coming in that box for the 1K came from my pocket. So, that measly little 20 to 30 bucks a month, yeah, it'll help me. So I'm not afraid to say that, yeah, I will apply for it. Because why should YouTube get it all? They're going to put the commercials in there anyway. It used to be that when you were new and you weren't monetized, there wouldn't be no commercials. There would be no commercials. You could always tell when somebody was a new channel because you could watch their videos all the way through and not have a commercial. And then once you hit 1,000, commercials came in. But now that's not true anymore. YouTube is throwing commercials in everybody's videos, whether you're monetized or not. So I may as well take some of that money from YouTube. Right, Mikhail? It's a long road. They did... I'm sorry. I need a drink, guys. Bear with me a minute. It used to be you had to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to A, go live, and B, get monetized. Thank you, Sarah. And thank you, Miss L. They did recently change that. And if you have, what did they change it to? 500 subscribers, you can now go live, but you're on a probation. So, and I'm still technically on that probation. Anybody 18 and under cannot get in. Anybody who is not a subscriber can't get in. So, you know, like regular YouTube channels, if you don't subscribe to that channel, you can usually go watch their videos. But when you have under 1,000 and between 500 and 1,000, only subscribers can watch your live videos. So it's like a probation. So now I think, again, when I hit 60 days at 1,000, as long as the number stayed 1,000 or more, that will drop. So I should be able to pick up more viewers that way. But yeah, it's kind of limiting. It is a pain in the butt. It really is, Essa. If you think that you're ever going to make a living off of YouTube, you had better be dedicated. You had better have a bank account behind you, so that you can make these awesome, awesome videos with all kinds of special effects in your video. And you're going to dedicate 24/7 to doing that. That's the only way you make money. But again, going back to, it's a hobby for me. I like to share what I've gotten, and show people I'm not an expert by any means on anything. I'm not a professional on any of this. But, you know, as you go along, there are things you learn and you can pass them along. Yep, content's an issue. And it's going to happen at some point. I'm going to hit a wall. And when I do, I do. Whatever. I'll find another subscription box to get in and open that. So, all right. What time is it? How long have we been going? Where's my timer? Oh, wow. 88 minutes. Almost an hour and a half. All right. 14. 14 is what color? Magenta. Well, let's find a magenta. Let's see. Magenta. Let's see. I think that's you. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. We'll go with that one. Do I have a fine liner? Yeah. Okay. All right. So what I just pulled up here is just my case that has my Sharpie markers, both the fine and ultra fine. In them. Oh my God, no. Really, Sarah? Okay, Michaela, I missed something. What do you mean you think of if 86? What is that? I'm not understanding that. Does not compute with me right now. Oh, you think you're at 86. Now I got it. Duh. I'll have to look it up. I don't remember. But even if you can get the time just to do a short 5-minute video, just post it. Say, yay, I'm alive. I'll be back. Life's got all my attention right now. What type of coloring books did you try, Essa? Maybe you weren't concentrating too hard. No, maybe it just wasn't the right book for you. They have easy to complex, you know, it's quite the range. Let's see. All right, so you have this one, which is a color by number, which is considered like an intermediate. Let's see. I'm just going by some of that I have sitting on my desk right now. Oh, I do have this one. You have books like this. That's the one I have to work on. That I did this. I mean, it's really not that much. I added all this in. But there's not that much to color. Some are a little more intricate than others. Where's one of my... Oh. Then you have ones like this. Excuse me, guys. That are simpler. I mean, maybe to relax, this is more your speed. You know, I think you just have to find the right material. And let's see. We have, this is another one of my favorite. I love Sherry Baldy. I mean, she does pictures like this. That are cute. And what's no, not that one. And let's see. This is another one of my favorites. Hannah Lynn. She does a lot of diamond paintings. Has her stuff put into diamond paintings. This is called Grayscale, and it only actually helps you. The one Ray Ray was talking about, that's Camila D'Erico. She's on my shelf somewhere, I think, or to be filed. Then you have here's another one they were talking about, Mayu. She's had a YouTube channel for years. And she has simple books. I did that one. And she has, cute little ones. So maybe what you picked up was something that was just too intense, just too busy for you. And then you have ones like this. This is an expensive book. These are not sold in the U.S. Where is she? I forgot what country she's in. Czech Republic. The artist is from the Czech Republic, and you can only get them by ordering them from her Etsy shop, and they come from the Czech Republic. I mean, then you get them that they're like this. And they're a little more... Have I done it? I don't think I've done anything else in here. But they're a little more busy. So... And then the Camila D'Erico, let's see, it's out here. Pop Manga, here we go. This is, I think, her very first book. This is not the cover that she was showing you. This was her very first pop manga. But you have ones like this. And then this is her newest. This just came out 2 weeks ago. So there's all different kinds. And I bet you the type you picked up, I bet you picked something up like this. Bet you got something like this. And that's, or like this. Oh, Alexa, I wasn't talking to you, so shut up. Sorry. These are quite busy. And if you pick something like this for the first time that you're going to try and color, yeah, I'd say, yeah, screw you and throw the book out. But as you advance as you go along. Yeah, I'm sure it was. You advance as you go along. She talks I didn't even say, did I say anything close to Alexa? Did I say anything to make her talk? And she just out of nowhere comes out with something. There is nobody else in my house. There is no TV going. Who's she talking to? Crazy, excuse the French. She's a crazy bitch. All right, I need to... Bear with me a minute, peeps. Then, once you get into coloring, though, then it becomes another collectible thing. See, because I'm always after Carrie. Is there coloring books? Is there coloring books? Let me show you a few. Where's my Japan books? Here, I'll take these two. These two are Japan. That's good enough. Okay. All right. All right, where's my thingy? Bear with me a minute again, folks, if you don't mind. Okay, these are, and I have, I don't know, maybe 30 of them. I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, Essa, yeah, you want a simpler book. Essa, do you have an Amazon account? If you do, in a DM me your email address. And then if you're on Amazon, I'll send you a good beginner's book. Hey, TC. Okay, so this is one of the coloring books from Japan. This one's Inko Kodorayama. They're beautiful books to color. Now, most of the ones I have are Disney, but I always want her to go to a bookstore so I can see what is in the bookstores. Because all of these books, this is the Villains one, I obtained from Amazon Japan. Yeah, Vanessa, your Amazon is different. But well, I know, it's a biatch, Amazon Australia. Because I'm going to tell you, I have an account now in Amazon Australia. Because I have another friend who lives in or near Victoria. And I tried to send her a birthday gift. It wouldn't let me send a gift, but it would let me send a gift card. So like in the US one, I can go, you know what, I will still send me your email. I will contact my other friend, Sarah, in Australia, and I'll ask her if she can send you a simple book. It does not give out your address when you give us your email address. It just says, is this the person? And it hides your address. And then Amazon sends it to you. But yeah, it wouldn't even let me send her a book. And in here, we can. Like, I can go, like, if Sarah Data has an Amazon wish list, I can go to that wish list, pick something off of it, and say, I'm going to buy it, and now send it to her. So, but anyway, so all of these books I obtained purchasing directly through Amazon Japan. Which, if you weren't in my live before, or watched one of my other videos, you can have an account in any country you want, and order from that account, from that country. When you find an item you want, it will say whether it'll ship to your country or not. So a lot of my Japan coloring books I have gotten directly from Amazon Japan. A lot of my anime stuff that I do have, I bought directly on Amazon Japan. That diamond painting that I showed not too long ago on my Instagram of Nezuko, I bought that on Amazon Japan. And they do ship to the United States. So I've always wanted Carrie to go in and check to see, You know, what would the pricing be in the stores direct versus on Amazon Japan? So, those are easy too, Essa. And if, we'll see how this craft thing with Carrie works. She wants it to be live in person, but we're still going to tape it. So it'll still be live on YouTube. So we'll see. And maybe one of them will do a diamond painting and everybody will just have to get a diamond painting and I'll show everybody what to do with it. Ugh. Yeah, I have to take a break from coloring that, though. My eyes have... Yeah, the first one we're doing simple origami. That's what the Florida babes wanted. So there's two things I'm going to teach because when you want to... I'm still not that far ahead in origami. The only way to get to know it is to just master one at a time. The purple vampire. No, I'm still working on her. She's 22 inches by 31 inches. She is only a fifth done. That's all. It takes a while. Yeah, so there will be, she's going to have, right now what we're waiting on is me on finding a location. And I actually just found out today that the location I thought I had, I don't. So Tuesday I got to hit the bricks and just start going from hotel to hotel to see if they have a room I can get. A conference room. And then for the bays who don't live close by, it doesn't matter where you're coming from. If you decide you want to fly in and come for that, I'm going to see about room discounts and a block of rooms. So that's kind of the plan. But yeah, I was kind of crushed. The one lady told me, yeah, we have it open. You can have it. And then another lady called me back and said, hey, sorry, but we still have summer camps going on that day. So we do not have that room open. So, yes, the rooms have to be paid for. And that is going to be covered by Bay. And then there will be a graphic that Francis is going to make when we have the date, time, and place. When we have everything set, he'll make a graphic, and it will be posted on Bay. Yeah, and it'll be a sign-up. You'll have to sign up that you want to attend. It's not until July 30th is the date we're looking. So... So it's going to be a continuing thing. It's just, this is going to be our first one. It's going to be the day that we do it. And I'm hoping that, Sarah has talked to, boyfriend's on there and seen if he wants to be maybe our videographer. it is going to go live on this YouTube channel that same day. So you will be able to attend and watch. It's only the people who are in attendance, though, that will get the supplies. But a list of supplies and what we're going to be working with will be posted. So anybody who wants to participate online will be able to do so. I'm just going to keep this open so it's something else to look at. But my eyes need a break from looking at that right now. The only thing now is the time is going to be in the afternoon on Eastern Standard Time. So we're looking at 1-ish. So whatever 1-ish Eastern Standard Time is, will be when it's live on yours. Now, lives will get posted to all my other videos. So if you can't attend it live, you can watch it back. So it will be up for, even after the live is done. People can go in and watch it and follow along. I'm going to have my cousin and her son, my nephew, I'm going to have him try and teach me how to do double video, so that there's one camera on the table area where I'm working, so that people live can see, people who are watching on YouTube. So people, and then another camera facing the room, so I can switch back and forth between views. I don't know how to do that. I have to learn how to do that, because I want to be able to give people both that view. So yeah, a lot to work out. So it's going to take time, and that's why we picked the end of July. There's vacations going on at Bay, that she doesn't want to do this when everybody's out on vacation. She wants she wants everybody there, because she'll be attending it live. They won't be here in Florida, but they'll be watching it live. And Arisa wants to be part of it. So we're waiting until everybody's back from vacation, and there's a very, very, very small possibility that Nancy may come to it live. Well, that's the thing. So we're going to hopefully continue doing this. So anytime you're in Florida, and that's what I kind of said to Carrie, I'll look into rooms too, because if somebody wants to come from Georgia, and they live in Georgia, or they want to come, or they're going to be here on vacation from Disney World. I'm only an hour and a half from Disney World. I am only 20 minutes from Busch Gardens. I am only 5 minutes to Clearwater Beach. So, this is like kind of vacation capital of the world here. Well, the thing is, Nancy's going to be moving back to the States in July, I guess, beginning of July. And she does want it. Carrie's trying to talk her into it. I don't know if it's really going to be possible. They do want to go to Disney World because, not Michaela. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank? The poor child. I'm sorry. Has never been there. So the thought is, well, they'll get their Disney World vacation in and come. Sophie, thank you. Thank you. My God. I'm sorry. I go blank every once in a while here. So she's never been there. So they want to take her. It's just going to be a matter of time. And I mean, she's got so much going on. I mean, with her mom's house and having to get things situated. I don't know if she's going to be able to, but Carrie's trying to push her to come. So I don't know. And for those who don't know about who Nancy is, Nancy has a YouTube channel. It's called Kawaii Arcade Masters. She has quite a large following, and what they do is they go to arcades and play the claw machines and a few others. So that she has a really good following, a good channel. If you haven't watched it, it's just Kawaii Arcade Masters. Well, yeah, Sarah, but only one day. You know, the rest of the time she could be in Disney. So it wouldn't be something like she would just be coming. It's not like she has to do anything. I've already recruited my cousin who lives here, one of my besties, and I was like, you're going. I just have to tell Carrie I'm bringing a guest. So this way she can help me because I already have some ideas of what I want to do and how I want to set things up. So there's some shopping I have to do and things to set up. So she's going to help me with that. Yeah, this July 30th, this is the first one. It's not going to be the last one. I don't see them happening more than once a month. Because it's either going to be monthly, maybe bi-monthly. It's going to take that long to get things together and to put it together, to have an event, because it's an event. Yeah, that's how I found out about Bayessa. I found Nancy first. And I found Nancy through Plush Time Wins, because Plush Time Wins lives in Orlando, and I used to live there. Yeah, we have to see what the interest is going to be like, I'm no expert, so if there's anybody in the community, in the Bay community, that knows how to do something that they're really good at, I don't see why we can't recruit different teachers, And like I said, I'm no expert in anything. I've never taken classes on origami. I've been self-teaching, and I do the easiest things first. So we're basically looking at learning how to do the hearts and bookmarks, because they're two of the easiest things to do. And you really have to continually do them, and then to the point where you can do them without looking at instructions. Well, that's the thing too. It's a Saturday. And that was something we discussed too, is it's our Saturday, their Sunday. So Michaela, just watch Look for ball pens and etc. I don't know why I always twist my tongue on their name. On Instagram, and follow them. Or are you saying Adrian wants to go to Disney World? I think we all do. But, you know, I am so disgusted with Disney World, we probably shouldn't even go there. But do I have any here right now? What is this? Are they have? No, that's not them. I had some on my bed. Bear with me, peoples. Bear with me. There they are. Okay. So, yeah, when I talk about bookmarks, these are them. And you just, the way these are used, you just put them in your corner like that on a book to mark your page. So, and they stay pretty good. So you just mark your page. Like I'm working here, I'll just mark my page there. There's nothing. Okay, so since I'm going to use Nancy's word, the panini. You know, Disney was closed for a while. Now they have where they can only have so many people in the park at a time. So in order to get into the park, you have to make a reservation. So you have to go online, see what parks are available for what day you want to go. So basically, if you're coming in on vacation, you could get screwed out of a park because it's too full that day. But they've really, and you may say we're whiny babies. I get it if you say that. But for those of us who live in Florida, and even if you lived in California, Disneyland, they have what they call resident annual passes. Now, they stopped selling them, so which basically meant nobody in Florida could get a resident pass. Well, if I can't get the discounted resident pass, I'm not going. I'm not paying full price. Sorry. They had different levels of passes. You had the real simple one, which was weekdays only. No parking, no nothing. You could only get into the parks, and you couldn't park hop, which means you couldn't go from park to park. Then the next level was you could park hop. You had blackout dates. So anytime the park was busy, holidays, summer vacation, you couldn't use the pass. Up all the way up until the top level one, which meant you could go anytime, any park, free parking, but you paid for that. When I had that pass, I paid $800 a year. Good night, Essa. Or good day, Essa. So now they took away all those passes. They have one pass, and it's weekdays only. You can go. You have to make a reservation. And I'm like, you know, they say pass holders are not their bread and butter, that tourists are, people who don't live here are. Okay, yeah, they're paying mega bucks because they're going to stay on property. They're going to buy their meals on property. Me, I'm going to come in after I've had lunch off property and walk around the park a couple hours and leave. I get you there. But to not offer any passes now and to subject anybody to a reservation system, it's like, it's not worth my money. I'm not paying to go. If I want something, I'll go to Disney Springs Disney Springs is their shopping area. That's not part of the theme parks. It's a separate area, and it's free. So that's my frustration with Disney. I mean, and I don't know if and when they're going to. I mean, everybody else is lifted. I think everything's been lifted. So I think they could go back to regular capacity, but they seem to not want to. They seem to just want to get their money from the vacationer and not the resident. They're still closed, Sarah. There's only one pass you can get, and it's a weekday pass. That's the only resident pass that's available to purchase. And I won't buy it. I had that full-time pass, and I let it go. I was supposed to renew it in October of 2019. And then we got the Panini hit in March. Well, I was like, yeah, I'm not renewing it. I'm not going to go to the parks. They're closing. And, yeah, so now I can't renew that pass. I'd have to buy a whole new pass. And the only thing you can get is the weekday. And that's still, I think, like $600. So, and like, yeah, no, thank you. Anyway, so that's my aggravation with Disney. I actually used to live, before I moved to Clearwater, Largo, I lived in Kissimmee, which was right there. And I'd get off work. I used to make reservations for dinner at different parks. Because I'm on my own, so I'd make a reservation to, I don't know, any restaurant that had an open a reservation for that night. I'd leave work, go to that park, and go have dinner at the park. But not anymore. But anyway, thank you for letting me get on my soapbox. I'll get off of it now. Anybody else want to get on the soapbox? So anyway, that's one of the things I'm going to teach to make, is the bookmarks. And then I don't think I have it handy. Oh, maybe I do. Is this it? See, I just have tons and tons of this stuff because I just keep practicing and practicing. Like, this is all my bookmarks. So I give them out as gifts. No. Where are they? Is this them? This is them. This is them. That's the other one I'm going to teach. Is the heart. You know what? Bear with me 1 second here so you can see. So those are the two that we're going to do. Oops, you're little. You can tell I have all kinds of paper that I just keep making them in. I don't like that one. Now, these aren't bookmarks. These are just hearts. That's all they are. But in in true origami, what they used to do is they pulled these pieces of paper, but they'd put notes inside of them. So you'd write a note in here, and then you'd fold it up and give it to whoever you were giving it to. So that's technically what they were used for. You can fold any piece of paper into origami. Okay, do you remember those thingies that we made as kids that, like, my mother told me, whatever the saying used to be, but you clicked in and out of them? Do you know that's a form of origami? So that's the first one, and then it'll be up to everybody else. So, you know, if you want to take it further, you take it further. But it took me a while to memorize, and that's just me. Somebody else could pick it up real quick. It took me a while to memorize the folds on each of these. So now I can make either one of these without looking at directions. I can just take the piece of paper and make them. And matter of fact, I do that. I have made a whole bunch of 3-inch squares, because that's what they're made from. It just has to be square. And I'm probably going to have you guys do them in 4-inch squares. But, yeah, I now know how to do it without even looking at instructions. This paper's a little thick. Come on. There we go. There's a bookmark. And then the heart one, was it that way? Oops, now see? Yeah, it is. That way. Oh, no, I did it wrong. It's up to there. That's why it didn't look familiar. Okay. There you go. So they're not hard. That's why I feel if you can learn the simple ones, it will give you the confidence to learn something harder. Because it only looks hard, but it's not. But when I'm like, my anxiety is high and I'm just watching TV, that's why I have these already cut. I just sit and watch TV and I just fold and I fold. And it's just something to do with my hands. And it just, if I'm not coloring or something and I just need to do something, it's just that easy. And it's something to occupy my mind. Of course, I'm not pressing these folds very well right now. So you want to press them a little better than I'm doing right now. And now I got another one. So that'll be the first one. But I'm just going by how it was me when I first started doing this, and I was looking at the instructions, and there's a mountain fold, and there's a valley fold, and there's this fold, and I was like, okay. It really threw me for a loop. This one I did learn by watching the instructions. This one I learned by, I had the instructions, it was confusing me, and then I watched a YouTube video, and I was like, oh, that's where I'm missing it. Okay. And I know the one Dana really Sarah really wants to learn. But this one is a little bit more difficult. It's got a lot more folds. You have to have, it's a certain amount of inches. But this is another one I make. I make the little kimonos. But this one has specific measurements you've got to make in order to make that one. The 1-year anniversary origami fold. But I think it really helped me to learn these before I went to this. Then I was able to do this. And I still have to look at instructions to do this one. I have a cheat sheet that I have to use to do this one still. It's still not set in my mind. So I have this like little cheat sheet that shows me where I have to put my marks and where my folds have to be. So I still use that to make these kimonos. Where's my kimonos? There's my kimonos. And then I had these. This came from Bay. I had them buy me in the Sanrio store. They do have a book of origami, and they're already like pre-printed, and they have the instructions. But you can make a little Hello Kitty. It's like the size of a memo pad. And then I have the bigger hearts. This is a 4x4. So this is a 3x3 piece of paper. This is a 4x4 piece of paper. And I think I'm just going to have you guys start with 4x4 because it's easier to work with bigger than smaller pieces of paper. I don't think I have a 4x4. No, I don't have a 4x4 bookmark. No. No, just the hearts. So anyway, that's what I kind of do. Then this was a different one. I'm not crazy how this one came out. This was a different kind of kimono that I followed directions to, a long one with a obi. Is that what they call it? The obi? But that one's kind of screwed up. So that's the first one. The second one, who knows? Hi, Tintin. Oh, it's Crazy Girl. Oh, yeah, Tintin and your puppies. Gotta confuse me with your puppies. I don't know. I mean, it depends on what, what everybody else wants to learn. I mean, we can do where I show you diamond painting and I show you the tools of diamond painting and how things are used. I mean, it's kind of endless. I've made something else we can make. It would probably take up a lot more supplies, but I don't know if you've ever seen flip-flop door hangers. I make door hangers that say welcome out of flip-flops. We can go over journaling. I mean, there's so many different ways to journal. I mean, if you've watched any of my completed pages, you can see I have been showing my journal, which is just like my memory journal. I've got everything in there. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Last month's is there. Uh-oh. With a lot of the stuff. You can see I already put to use one of my new hair bands that I just got from Bay. The new Pokemon collection. Like here, okay. So there are collector cards. Carrie acted like she had no clue what they were. But I got these off of eBay. I took the wrappers and some of my duplicate cards and I put in here. I've got pictures of my Kuji, the paper that came out of it, and then I just decorated with stickers. Not Kujis, Gashapon. My hauls. My last haul, this was last month. I happened to get something from Nancy, so the little handwritten note I got from Nancy I put in here. I didn't video this one, I just pictured it. A wrapper from my high chews, the wrapper from the chocolate I got. This was one of the bags my stuff came in. I cut this out of the bag. There's the gift from Sarah. This piece right here came from the packaging. And then the Pokemon blind box. I took apart one of the boxes. I only have 3 of them. I wanted the rest and they don't have any. But just things like that. How I use my memo pads. Like I keep a coloring journal and a YouTube journal. So every month I set up my journal. Like these are pages from, this is washi I got. These are pages from one of the memo pads. Those are memo pad. And just different things. The washi is everywhere. Memo pads. Stickers. That's just kind of what I do. I mean, so we could kind of, you know, have everybody build. This one is from when Carrie was here in Florida. And pictures. And these were wrappers I forgot to put in, but this was something that Sarah gave us. That was the first time I have the wrapper. And from a Tokyo banana that Carrie brought us. And then just some more pictures from the day. So, I mean, it's things like that that I put in here. Those are, you know, I make it my memory. Here was, I got these from somebody else. This was candy. And at the end of the package was this little box that had a little tiny roll of Demon Slayer washi tape. So this was the candy wrapper. This was the box at the end of the candy wrapper. And then these are the different washi tapes I got. So things like that. Any type of handwritten note I get, I keep in here. Like a lot of sellers, like there's the Nessico. I still have to put a picture of the finished one here. But like I documented, here was the blank one when I started it, you know, when I finished it, where I purchased it, and now I'll put a finished picture in there. You know, any type of handwritten note that I get, I put in here. These were packages I got from Japan, envelopes, like I've ordered things on Etsy. And these are the stamps that were on the envelopes. So I put them, I could cut them off the envelope and put them in my book. So things like that. I mean, we can do something on a class like that on how I do it, and then everybody can find their own way. So those are some of the things I've thought of. I'm sure other people have some other ideas. I don't know everything, but I'm willing to learn. And we can learn together. Snoopy month is not going well. I have not really done much of my journal for this month. I have my little Kuromi bin that I got from Bay. Yes, this is a little card. I should show you the card. I got a Mother's Day card from Crazy Girl. Look at the card. Look. Look how cute that card is. A little pop-up card. Queen of the day. Or Queen for the day. So I have that to put into my journal. But anything I've collected throughout the month, you know, I kind of keep in here. But yeah, it hasn't. Where's my book? This is next month. Oh yeah, I don't know where I put my book. It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. But I've only just so far in this month's journal. I decorated, of course. This is the diamond painting you were talking about. So I have that here. So this page will stay empty until I finish it, and I'll take a finished page picture of it. This was another one I found that I never put in my book that I had done. So I need to take a picture. And then I've gotten as far as new washi tape I've gotten this month. I've only done samples of some of it. Like this is all the washi tape I got from Bay from Ghibli. So yeah, that's about as far as I got. And I've got this envelope full of stuff to put in my book yet. So like, yeah, I'm kind of running behind here, but we'll get there. It's all, at least it's all together. I try to stay organized so that stuff I want to put in there, it's there. Isn't she sweet that she sent me that? It was so sweet of her. So little things like that, like, okay, so here's a story. Here's a story. Or here's a lady who met this fella. Anyway, I don't know, about 2 months ago, we'll take it back even further. 3 months ago, I ordered some Japanese coloring books from somebody who lives in Japan off of Etsy. I had bought from them, so I had a % off coupon, so I bought it. I was buying from them. I got my package, no problem. A month later, another package comes from them. And I'm like, I don't remember ordering anything from them. So I opened and it's addressed to me. I opened the box, and it's a Japanese art book and a Japanese calendar, artwork calendar. Expensive stuff, pretty stuff. And I was like, I never ordered this. And I looked further, and here's the bill to somebody else who lives in my same town. So somebody else's name and address. So they probably saw Largo, Florida, picked the first one, never thinking they'd get two people from the same town in Florida ordering from them in Japan. What are the odds? So I contacted them on Etsy, and I said, hey, look, I got this person's package. You addressed it to me. You know, what would you like me to do? So, okay, so bottom line, I wound up reboxing it and sending it to the right person. I brought it to the post office and sent it to the person. They reimbursed me. The people on Etsy reimbursed me the postage. And then I have another coupon I haven't even used yet. I think they're not even a coupon. They gave me a $20 off my next order. Fine, you know, I wasn't looking for that. It just wasn't my stuff. How cost effective would it be for me to send it back to Japan for them to send it back to here? Let me just send it to the person who lives in my own town. 2 weeks ago, I got a card. And, I had really already forgotten all about it. But I get this card in the mail. And I don't recognize the handwriting, and I'm trying to think, oh, who the heck is this? So I open it up, and it's a card from the person who I sent the package to. Just saying thank you very much for forwarding my stuff to me. And I was like, aw. So I have that card, and I will write that little story up in my journal on one of my little memo pads that are lined, and put the card with the little memo. Yeah, I was told, it was 2 months later I'm getting this card, and I'm like, oh, wow, how sweet. Well, I just think of it this way, how would I want it to be treated? If that happened to me, if somebody else got my package, and, I didn't want to creep the person out by showing up at their door and say, oh, here's your package. That would be really creepy. But, how would I want my package treated? That's how do I want to be treated is how I'm going to treat others. That's just the gist of it. Oh, God, I don't know where it is, Sarah. It still hasn't come back to me. I wonder if it got destroyed. I put Ask Christine. I wrote on the front, hand stamp, do not bend. I didn't want them to machine feed it because it was thick. And on the back, do not bend or fold, hand stamped. I wonder if those BASTs went and put it through the machine, and then the machine would have destroyed it. Because that's the only thing I can think of. It's eventually going to show up at one of our doorsteps in one of those post office plastic baggies saying, oops, we're sorry. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, because if they couldn't read the address to you, my address was blah, 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 blah. My address was very clear on it. So if they can't read that, they would return it to me. And I put the same postage on yours that I put on everybody else's. I probably put more postage. I think I put 3 forever stamps on each one. And it was only a little oversized. So I don't know what happened, sweetheart. I really don't, because I sent all 3 out. I actually went to the post office. I didn't go inside. They have a box outside. They have a drive-up box where I'm at. So I went to the drive-up box and I watched all 3 go down the chute. I don't know. Well, I'll have to put another one together. I mean, I still have your address. I still have the DM with it. Or maybe you want to send me Alfie's address. I don't know. All right, folkies. I really, really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. But my water tin, my water cup, my Tervis with my Snoops is empty. And this may be TMI, but I have to use the little girl's room. So I think I'm going to end the live here. I really do appreciate everybody hanging out. This was a great live, and everybody was talking and interacting. And we'll do it again. It'll be random. So I would suggest that you go to that little bell section and put receive all notifications. So this way, if I go live again, you'll know. And if you're around, you can hop on in. Because more than likely, these are the times I'll probably go live. It's like I can't sleep. I'm up doing coloring or diamond painting or something. All right, folks. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for talking. And I will see you guys real soon. Thanks for all the love, guys. Oh, and soon, within a week or 2, I have to get everything together. Make sure you watch my community page and my Instagram, because that's where I'll post when and how the giveaway is going to go down. Out of the way.